Yitzchak. So now the Rebbe continues in chapter 11. Umamshich ba'maimer, she'atam ha'psichas ha'etzes beis ha'melchama hu ki iker inyan ha'melchama hu ha'nitzuach. That the reason for the opening of the Eitzres in the Melchama time is because the inyan ha'melchama is mainly the inyan of victorious. That's what Melchama consists of, to be victorious. So now the Rebbe brings from the Mittel Rebbe who discusses it, the Mittel Rebbe discusses it in great detail, great length, in a Maimer in Bishalach and Teiras Chaim, as noted in Orah 70. The Mittel Rebbe explains, the unique quality of the treasures. And still, in order to be victorious in the war, the Melech gives out all the treasures. The Gam kishalapamim chafetz hamelech laharis lesar godlei aveverei kenafshei verei kenafshei hakle yoker v'chayitze v'seshanim tzoyim etzlei leyikach meitzes atmunim mikvar kama me'ashonim. Das ist afila when the Melech wants to show a sar godel, wants to show treasures, a chafetz hamelech. He wants to show a friend, a minister, or a friend that is as close to him as himself, a certain thing. He will not take from things that are concealed for hundreds of years. Occasionally, very remote times, he makes a mishta v'simcha in the day of his chasana. A chasana is b'nei v'kayetze bazeh, or a chasana of his son. Oz yitzava leheitzi gam hakelim ha'yikorim atmunim mikvar. Just it's a special chasana. The mele chasana is b'nei, or chasanose, children. So b'mele then he will take order to take out from the kelim, the precious kelim that are hidden from far, laharis as yikor tiferes gedulase ve'esha kved malchuse. To show his richness, to show his beauty, the greatness. This is all only on an occasion, a special, unique occasion, a wedding in the house of the king, in the royal house.
The purpose of the war is what? To capture the spoils of the opponent, or to...
There's two things. Actually, in this Maimer Gufa, the Rebbe mentioned it earlier, that there's two inyanim in a war. There's one inyan is to capture part of the spoils, bizbus. The second inyan of a war is to be menatzeach, to be mevatel the enemy. So the Rebbe says that if we should say, so this is what the Rebbe says, if we should say that the inyan of that is discussed in this Maimer is in order to get the booty from the other nation, so the Rebbe says, then it doesn't make any sense. The cheshbon doesn't stim. He's going to give everything out in order to get ala sofik. So the Rebbe says, therefore, when we're speaking about Melchama, speaking about the utmost of Melchama, which is mamish nitzochen l'shem nitzochen.
Defending yourself from the attacker?
Being victorious over the enemy for whatever reason. If it's Melchamas mitzvah or Melchamas rishus, Melchamas mitzvah is protecting yourself. Melchamas mitzvah is to add territory.
When we say Melech, we refer to God, yeah?
Melchamas rishus.
Basav Adam, and then there's Lamaila.
Yeah, when we say Melech, so the God fight by himself, I don't understand this one.
The Eibishter gave over Yidden, the Ratzivas Hashem, that they're fighting the war to accomplish this world should become a...
So when we say Melech, God, it's look like it's war of God, not war of us. We are
He wants us to do it. He wants us to accomplish it.
We are the ones that are Tzivas Hashem. We're the ones that are fighting this war.
So you bring on the outside.
Is what?
You bring on the outside. You give on the everything.
He's giving the Eitzes to Yidden. He's giving them the Keches for that.
Yeah.
You see in a Maimer in Tovshem and Vov, Beshalach, to Tu B'Shvat, Shabbos, the Rebbe speaks over there in 1986. The Rebbe speaks over there that what is the inyan of the Eitzres. The Rebbe says the same way that there's Eitzres by a Melech, there's also Eitzres that are given over through Rabbi Seinu Nisiyenu. He says they're given over through the ministers, through Rabbi Seinu Nisiyenu, through the Rabbeim. And the Eitzres are Erein Sof L'mayla Aden Kates, which means a revelation which is high up, or the other way, Lamata Aden Tachlis, that is the lowest level. And the Rebbe explains it there. It says a Meidik Chidushim over there. The Rebbe explains that this goes on the Baal Shem Tov and the Magid. The Baal Shem Tov is the union of Erein Sof L'mayla Aden Kates. Revelation removed from world, like Atik. The Baal Shem, the Magid is Fakert, it's called Arich Anpin, but it's called Anpin, which means he is a longer version of the attributes, but he's called attributes, but it's a longer version, so it is within the range. So this is the same thing as also his Torah. His Torah was nor nekudas in points. This is the format of his teachings, and then later it was developed by the later Rabbeim, by the Alter Rebbe in Chabad, and also by other Rabbeim. And b'meila, okay, so what the Rebbe is saying is that this is explaining physically, Pasha, that this is the Eisres are given over through the Rabbeim in the generations. Chassidus, other inyanim, the Pasha, to help fight the war. Avol, the Rebbe says, Gamos ein emare kolak leyokar. Even then, he doesn't even by a wedding, he doesn't show all the precious vessels. Shenimtsoyim boitz, it's v'rak chelik mehem, only part of them. Treasures shein etomon kolkach, that are not hidden as much. Also from these kelim, he shows only the ones that are sitting the mishta. In other words, the ones that are invited to his royal table. And he doesn't give it to them. The question is if they take it, that's the question. You have sometimes a chassid, he sees he can come to someone's house, and then he sees an interesting inyan. It's something which might be attractive. It's an inyan that belonged to a Rebbe or inheritance from somewhere. But here the Rebbe says the Lashon, it's only for the people that come to his table, and he also doesn't give it to them, he shows it to them. To be victorious in the war, he takes out. Yeah, but I'm just thinking now the chilik. Over there, they're sitting by the Mishnah, he's not giving it to them. He sells kolak leyokal. Where do we see it? We saw it in the last 10 years. We learned the hard way that Russia sold 3,000 svarim from the previous Rebbe Rashab's library for arms. There were originally 15,000 svarim, and now there's 12,000 svarim. For arms, they sold svarim.
So who they sell it to?
Various collectors who gave them big money. Who knows? If it was their country, other countries.
Do we know what they are? What they sold?
I think so, because they knew there were 15,000. I think there might be a list of the svarim. I'm not familiar, but I know that along the way it became known that 3,000 svarim were like sold.
There's one who makes the arms. They have to make it. They manufacture arms. They don't want to sell to Iran, to all these terrorist countries. They get it from Russia.
I think it was in an earlier time, before the last 15, 20 years. It was I think in the earlier years that they needed arms and they needed to exchange with money. So B'meila, he sells the clay yokar, it says ve'ein bazeh shum hagbola. There's no limitation. If he doesn't have enough in his treasure, he will then take from the treasures that his ancestors, his parents and grandparents and all ancestors have collected. And then Friedrich Rebbe explains, the Mittel Rebbe, this inyan, that when he wants to be victorious in war, he is mevazvez, he draws and exhausts all the treasures. It's not that he wants to broaden his boundaries, extend his boundaries, or he wants to add more, to get more spoils from, in other words, build up his treasures. He would have a calculation, how much should he invest in this? He wouldn't just throw everything out gratis, all his treasures. And surely not only that he wouldn't have taken out, he wouldn't have taken out as one thing, he wouldn't even, surely he wouldn't just spill it out. What is the purpose of all these treasures? It is in order to be victorious on the one that is fighting against him. Who is his enemy? That the victory to be victorious, to win against the enemy, is something that touches in the core of the soul. The Yashleima, the Rebbe says, we can possibly say the Masha Koseba Maimer. Shatam al Psichos Eitzes Beis HaMelchomo Ki Ikerin Yan HaMelchomo HaNetzach, that the reason that in the Maimer it says that the reason that they open up the treasures in time of war is because the priority union of war is Netzach, Netzachem,